Hello and welcome. My name is Sean Snowday, and over the last 30 years, I've worked with companies like Danka, Gateway 2000, and Dell Computers, writing their systems and processes. And in all of that time, I've pretty much became a data expert. The last company I was with, I was the marketing, I would say the regional marketing manager of Southern California for a small boutique called Microsoft. I'm sure you've heard of them. Anyhow, enough about me. I would like to welcome you on this journey to learn the steps to get new customers and actually to keep the ones that you currently have. Now, today's small business leaders understand the importance of leveraging sales and marketing strategies. However, many struggle with the best way to incorporate the hundreds of individual techniques into their existing and their increasing sales. They try to build out a tribe or like get raving fans, but sometimes it just seems like there's too many tactics and just not enough structure. So this is where we enter lifecycle marketing. Now, lifecycle marketing is a systematic approach to the process of promoting, selling, and distributing a product or service to the consumer. Now, it applied in any business regardless of your location, your internet presence, all the way from the digital marketer to the big retail stores to places like Amazon, e-commerce. It's no matter what your model is, the steps involved in each stage are pretty much the same, and they benefit the implementation in your small business. So if you're looking to transform your small business and take it to the next level, then this session is definitely for you. Now, the motivational slides here are not to really motivate you and get you to taking certain steps immediately. I don't want you to leave this webinar thinking that you're on your way, okay? This is a long road, okay? There's a big learning curve for a lot of people. And a lot of people are still on that, even though they've been entrepreneurs and very successful ones for years and years and years and years. So we want to learn, why aren't more people interested in what we have to offer? It's funny, there's a movie, and I'm sure you've heard of it, Field of Dreams, and they say if you build it, they will come. So you build it, and then it just seems like people aren't interested. And then if they are interested, you're wondering, well, why aren't they buying from me? And then if they buy from you, right, because you're making some sales or you wouldn't be on this call, then you're wondering, well, why don't my customers, refer others to me? So I want you to meet the Macqueens. Now, the story with them is that they had a problem. They were broke. They had just started their business. They needed to grow sales. And their solution was to use the lifecycle marketing to attract, sell, and wow. These are things that we teach over here in the Infusionsoft community. And their results were increased revenue upwards of 54%, millions of dollars in revenue. Number one for targeted SEO, that was the attract. They had multiple campaigns to sell, and that was in Infusionsoft. And then their customers were giving them referrals out the Kazuki, okay? And that's the wow. So how do we get people to come to our site, or how do we increase the foot traffic? Or if we're brick and mortar, if we're click and mortar, how do we get more traffic to our site? How do we get them to convert? And then how do we get them to sing their song about us and how amazing we are? Okay? So we're going to look at these three things, the tools and the processes. The three that we just went over are attract, sell, and wow. Now, creating sales and marketing strategies for your small business, it can be a little daunting, and a little overwhelming as well. And Infusionsoft's lifecycle marketing model provides a simple framework that you can use to attract customers, grow sales, and deliver a wowing customer experience. Now, this is developed by a team of sales and marketing experts at Infusionsoft, and their lifecycle marketing has helped thousands upon thousands of small businesses achieve success. So let's take a look at attract, okay? This is the first phase of lifecycle marketing. And the problem is attracting customers starts with focus, right? So let's face it, most consumers are actively looking for your company. More often than not, they're looking for a solution that satisfies a particular need they have, okay? And so one of the things I say is you don't put a hippie on a military base. So they are not going to be seeking out guns, but they will be seeking out certain things. And when they're seeking out you, you want to be in the front. So the benefit is getting noticed in this noisy world, you know, and also having your business stand out. But it's not always easy to get the word out, you know. The best way to get noticed is to start with a narrow focus. Define your ideal target by researching their demographic, research their attitudes, their behaviors, their motivations, their favorite places to hang out maybe, and that's online and offline, okay? Then start engaging with them in a helpful way. But be sure to have a way to follow up with them before they leave. This is where a lot of people drop the ball, is they don't have the follow-up. Okay, so we got the target, and then we have attract interest and collect leads. So let's start with how to target consumers. Okay, now we all think everyone's going to want my product. Everyone thinks that. I built it, it's amazing, everybody wants it. I know the one that I built, everybody needs it, but not everybody wants it, and hardly anyone even understands it. Even when I taught my engineers how to build it, they still didn't get it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just too complicated for them, but I get it, you know, inside and out. So what we do is we try to sell to everyone when we have something, but that mindset ends up costing you a ton of money in pay-per-click or just marketing in general, and it provides very little return. So it's too expensive to market to the whole world. Marketing messages don't resonate with everyone, and trying to be everything to everyone doesn't work. And I'm sure you can see that if you're a spouse. So don't try to sell to everyone, okay? Now, the next thing is the attract interest. So instead, you need to really narrow down your focus and target your customers. Now, the benefits of this type of clarity include it's more effective, it's more focused, your marketing message, okay? It's effectively, you'll find customers of that type. Your avatar, they're going to be looking specifically what you have to offer, and the design in your product and services will meet their needs as long as it's the right person. Again, we don't put a hippie on a military base, and this increased the customer satisfaction and referrals. Now, if time permits, your presentation won't be that long once you get them and attract them, because what will happen is they will lose interest really fast. Now remember, we're in fast food nation. Should I go through the drive-through or should I stop and walk in? Well, people just want to drive by a window, grab it, and go. So if they come by your website and they can't grab it and go, then you're going to lose it. There's going to be a big churn there, not just in people buying and returning, but in not even purchasing. So you really want to take a look at that. Make sure that you have the right copy, you have the right message, you have the right moment that they're showing up, and so on and so forth. I don't want to go into all that, but now that we know who our target is, we need to know how to attract them, okay? In other words, how do you get noticed? So we're going to find out where they're most likely to come in contact and be receptive to our brand messaging. So I want you to think about the location, both online and offline and in person. You know, are they particular to social media, to LinkedIn, or are they more in Facebook, or maybe on Twitter or Snapchat? I know I built something for this one coach. She's she's a fitness coach. She's on Instagram. She's crushing it on Instagram. Okay, I don't know how many dentists are out there looking for people on Instagram. You know, also you want to know, do they attend local business events? Are they members of a local community, or do they work in the neighborhood? I know that I've been an active member with our local San Diego Chamber of Commerce for many, many, many years. Everyone there knows me. Not everyone there loves me, but that's another story right there. But let's go into take a look at the social media and how effective it is to get noticed. So here's Lee Richter, and she targets a local community by sharing pictures and stories about the community and neighbors' pet pictures. Now, I've actually worked personally with Lee, and what she would do is post content and photos on a regular basis. And she posts educational, entertaining, inspiring, a combination of all those to attract pet lovers. And she's very heart-centered when it comes to people's pets, the people that have pets, and most importantly, she's really focused, and I'm going to say heart-centered again, on the relationship between the owner and the pet. That is who she works with, is people that really cherish and honor that relationship between them, okay? So she would need to attract people with the post, collect the leads. She was using certain technologies to set up Facebook contests, which, grow them to more leads. And she actually grew her Facebook page to tens of thousands of fans almost overnight, okay? So now that you know your target and what your target is, and you're attracted, you got to find their interest and how do you collect leads, okay? So we're going to take a look at that. Some businesses believe that putting up a form will drive consumers to opt into their marketing list. Unfortunately, many small businesses create web forms that scream, give me your contact info, sign up now, do it now. And you know what? I'm actually do that myself. Sign up, sign me up, exclamation point. But putting up a simple web form is just one tactic that will help you collect leads. The web form is the tactic, but without strategy, it's just a web form. You need to go one step further. Now, you need to provide value, of course, to get value. So the key is to give them something helpful. Now, they call these lead magnets, but back in the day when I was doing this, 15 years ago, we called them money magnets, okay? So if you hear me say money magnet, I mean lead magnet. It's the same thing. So we're going to offer something valuable, tips to exchange for contact. So it's the law of reciprocity. So these are called lead magnets. So if you want to create a lead magnet, a white paper, a free report, a video series, some type of free consultation, you need to actually provide the value in order to get the value. So here's Dr. Burleson. We've also worked with him. So the presentation transitions into the sell phase, make the transition smooth. And we're going to highlight the success story of Dr. Burleson. Now, the difficulty that he had was getting prospects to sign up for treatment, So customer lifecycle is too long of a solution. List building strategies have helped us, or help them actually surpass 8,500 contacts in their Infusionsoft database. Now, the customer lifecycle is much longer than they initially anticipated, and with several leads staying in their nurture sequence for months, then that just wasn't going to work. We had to speed it up a little bit. And the leads would have to be through their nurture sequences and then educate them. So one of the things is when you're a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer, or you're dealing with people by appointment, a lot of time when they opt in, they're looking for something within sometimes the next 24 hours to the next week to the next 2 weeks. Okay, now the thing is to stay in front of them after they visit, after they become a customer, if they're just checking you out, or to brand yourself and be top of mind. Okay? So the sell is the second phase in the life cycle marketing. So the problem there is the value plays a vital role in influencing purchasing decisions, especially for small businesses that can't compete on price. I'm one of those businesses. I really can't compete on price. Other people are going to be less expensive than me, but they're not going to provide the full value, right? So a savvy small business owners, they know that consumers use their experiences and interactions with their brands to shape their choices. So how much information are they receiving? Now, these experiences begin before consumers realize they have a need. So the solution is, as a small business owner, you must have a strategy in place that makes your product or service the obvious choice when they're ready to buy. This is your selling strategy. So people buy when they want to buy, not when you want them to buy. If they bought when you wanted them to buy, you would be a multimillionaire. And you might be a multimillionaire now, but you would just be crushing it on every single move because people would just come up and you'd go close, 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 close. But unfortunately, some people want to do research. They want to do the competitive research. They want to know who they're going to go with. I actually purchased a $4,000 package about 10 years ago. And even though I liked one person more than the other people were certified. And their tribe, everyone in their tribe was certified. So that just made me feel a little bit better about making that purchase. So I had to do the competitive research. Now, getting started with your sales strategy involves 3 unique stages. That's educate, offer, and close. Okay, so now that we have leads, you need to educate them. Now, consumers will only pay attention to you when they're motivated to do so, okay? And the best way to get them to pay attention to what you're doing is through interaction and education. That's a lot of what is going on right now. I'm interacting with you right now. Hopefully I'm educating you right now. And I'm also certified. I'm an Infusionsoft certified partner. I'm a certified trainer. I'm certified in a bunch of things. I don't really believe in certifications. I believe in talent. But I do need to get certified in certain things, okay? So as you build out your content strategy, consider how your message serves your target customers. So it's going to be psychological, some self-fulfillment needs. When you build the foundational content on your website, your blog, or even your social network, or any other type of communication platform, you might want to have some texting, then you need to know that you can meet their needs with those technologies that you use. Okay, so building trust is essential, and it takes time, just like any relationships. Consumers will take more of what they need to know from organizations that give them what they want to know, okay? So you need to continue to be helpful and useful, make your target consumer smarter, look out for their interests. They can have easy access to you. Do they have a phone number, like maybe your cell phone or your admin's phone number, your direct email? Can they share your information socially? Do you make it easy? If you're having, I'm just going to go offline for a second. If you have strategic alliance partners, okay, or affiliates, do you have copy that you can give to them and all they do is cut and paste and blast it out? A lot of people ask me, hey, Sean, will you blast out to your list? And I'll go, sure. What do you want me to blast out? And they're like, just let everyone know about me. But the people that say, hey, here is the copy, blast this out, and all you got to do is tweak it a little bit, that's a lot easier for me, okay? The next thing is educating people, but not pitching. Not saying, well, here's this and buy it now. Here's this, buy it now. It's a lot like, I call it pink spoon marketing, right? You walk into Baskin Robbins, you get a little pink spoon, they're educating you on the taste of the ice cream, but they're not selling it. You could go in there and take 30 little spoonfuls and then leave. They're not going to get mad, okay? They're not pitching, they're just educating you on their product. So you want to be helpful, and the money will come, but you got to give to live, okay? So give before you get. So another thing I say is you do not GET if you do not ASK. So you got to ask as well. So So here's the thing is what do your consumers care about? Connect with your potential customers by educating them on topics they care about. Okay, obviously you must know your audience, so take into consideration their readiness to buy. For example, if you're a dentist and they're looking for your address, they're most likely ready to buy. If they're searching for teeth cleaning techniques or comparing dentists, you'll need to mentor them along the process with answers to those questions. That's why I think the frequently asked questions are some of the best tools to use in your marketing. Okay, this is Nadine, and she's with Printer Bees, and they educate potential and existing customers via personalized emails. So the way she would educate would follow up was a segmented audience. So one of the things you could do is you could do black, blue, yellow, red, and you could send out all the emails that are black and all the emails that are red, or all the emails that are black and yellow. All right, and you want to be personable. So when it comes to communicating with people through email, you want to come off as a real person and not have like this copy or email written up that's all mechanical. If you ever read my emails, which I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've read some of my emails, a lot of times I say, okay, ramblers, let's get rambling. Or I'll say, to your massive success. I always end my emails like that. And a lot of people know that's me when I say that. And they also know the ramblers, let's get rambling, okay? So now that your leads are educated, it's time to provide the offer. So to determine when to provide an offer, you have to understand your target customer's buying process. The best way to do this is to observe past customers' actions and create a buying process map using past customer purchase behaviors. Then match your sales process to their buying process. Okay, so it's always great to have some case studies in the beginning. I'm going through some case studies on a new venture I'm on right now, and I found that, they want this specific information. And it's really funny because this one person that I'm dealing with, they're asking for this and this and this and this. I'm having to jump through a lot of hoops. But everyone else, it's funny, everyone else is just buying it. They're like, Sean, do you have this? I'm like, yes. They go, how much is it? I go, it's a great deal. I tell them the price, and they just buy it. They're on board, and we sign them up for our coaching sessions. But other people, they're actually making me develop this buying process, which I really appreciate, because I can use those with my future prospects that really want to do the competitive research. So I really appreciate that, and it's great to have someone work with you on that. Okay, so once you have the offer, the process of determining when to provide an offer is specific to your business. So there's awareness, consideration, recommendation, and purchase. Now, just to back up a little bit where it says awareness, there's 4 types of awarenesses. There's the people that don't even know they have a problem, right? Then there's people that they know they have a problem, they just don't know what the solution is. Then there's the people that know that what the solution is, but they don't know how to make that solution come to fruition. And then there's the people that they know the solution is hiring you, but they're doing the competitive research. So when we're on those 4 different awarenesses, we're going to have to talk to each one of them differently. So I like to kind of relate this to maybe someone that's, the only way I can think of it is, let's say someone that's addicted to video games, okay? Now, if someone's addicted to video games, when they're playing the video games, they don't know they're addicted to video games. But once it starts affecting their life, then they're like, whoa, I got a problem. I'm addicted to video games. Then they're like, well, now that I know I'm addicted to video games, how do I stop being addicted to video games? And then they find there's a solution, right? And the solution may be a small group of people that just go walking every day, or they get outside where they're not around the joystick or the mouse or the tablet or whatever it is that has you playing games, and it could be an electronic free, exercise program. I don't know, okay? I'm just making stuff up. But then they know the solution, but then there might be more of that particular type of service. So then you need to do the top of mind, right? Top of mind, of course, is when I say I'm going to say two words, and you're going to think of one company, okay? And those two words are baby shampoo. Anytime someone says baby shampoo, there's only one company you think of, okay? So then once we go through that, we need to start by understanding that when you segment everything with the awareness, the consideration, and recommendation, you're going to have these little pockets. And where do you put the offer? Do you put the offer at the beginning, at the end? Or do you just do the offer subtly throughout the whole process? It's going to be different. Now, a helpful strategy is to use a lead scoring process to focus on high converting prospects. Now, the lead scoring process is the people that pay the most attention to your marketing efforts. So maybe someone comes to your website and then they leave. Well, maybe someone else comes to your website and they opt in and then they leave. Maybe someone comes to your website, they opt in, and then they watch a video and then they leave. Well, of those three people, you're going to want to talk with the person that watched the video. The other two types of prospects are great, but are they really, were they really involved? Okay, so a lead scoring system is going to show you people that are actually doing that type of work. And then, of course, we have the close. Know that you, at this point when you make the offer, you just got to close the sale. And the close the sale is, again, if you don't ASK, you don't GET, right? And again, if you don't ask, you don't get. I always say, hey, great. We use MasterCard, American Express, and Visa. Which one do you want to use? Boom. Give me your credit card number. Very simple, scary for some people. There's other ways to close. But again, you're establishing a relationship. You're not just exchanging money. So closing the sale isn't just an exchange. It's knowing all of this stuff, okay? It's establishing the relationship. It's maintaining the relationship. It's about excellence in delivery, great communication, and how do you ensure the sales excellence? So making the payment process easy, okay? Can they just pay over the internet, or do they have to write a check and mail it to you? Do you have written documentation? And most importantly, a well-trained staff, because that's going to make it more important. Now, Casey Graham here is, we're going to use Casey as the wow part of our process. Now, the problem was he's running out of money. He's $80,000 in debt, desperately seeking a solution. Now, the solution was automation that makes delivery, upsells, and referrals easier. That's Infusionsoft. And the results was 925% increase in revenue over 3 years. And his revenue has grown hundreds of thousands to millions. Okay? And that's what we're looking for when we wow people. We actually wow ourselves. So the wow is the third phase in lifecycle marketing. So we're going to describe the current state and then the new state. So the current state is the problem, the new state is the benefit. So the problem is, in today's economy, competition is fierce. I mean, this means that you must differentiate your business from those of your competitors. And the benefit is, if you're not differentiating your business based on price, you must differentiate it based on value. The best way to do this is by delivering a consistent wow experience to your customers each time you interact with them. So the third phase in the lifecycle marketing model is the deliver and wow. So getting started with the wow strategy involves these three key stages. It's deliver and wow, offer more, and get referrals. Okay? So when you deliver and wow, now that they're happy, if you deliver and they're mad, then you don't want to offer more. You need to clean that mess up, right? But if you deliver in wow, then you have your profit maximizer, right? Would you like fries with that? And then you get some referrals. So the deliver in wow, it gets you into how to wow. So don't just deliver, but deliver with wow. So go above and beyond to earn your customers' loyalty. This doesn't have to cost a fortune, all right? So one of the things is, could you wow for $5, right? Could you send them a lottery ticket, a Starbucks gift card, a discount coupon, anything, right? Can you do something very simple for them? Okay, how can you wow them and make it personal? Frank Kern, I bought something from him. He sent me some cookies, and he probably should have looked at my diet program before he sent me those cookies. But I ate all of them, and I even had a handwritten thank you card, and I still have it somewhere. Anyhow, it's old. That was many, many years ago. Okay. So just how can you personalize your wow statement? Now that you've delivered your wow, can you offer more? Is there a profit maximizer? Would you like fries with that? Would you like, what are those fries that I like? They're like these rosemary fries, right? Or chili fries. Or those sweet potato fries. So you offer more and you upsell them, give them the profit maximizer. One quick thing that people don't know, they think the profit maximizer at McDonald's are the fries. It's not. It's not the fries and it's the Coke. It's the cardboard that the fries come in and the cardboard that the Cokes come in. Because a lot of people eat in, and when they throw that away, McDonald's actually owns the recycling center. So the cardboard and the soda containers, the cups that you throw in McDonald's, they take it to their own personal recycling centers. They recycle it and then they put it back more. And that's really how they're one of their profit maximizers. A lot of people don't know about that, but I want you to think in your small business that way. How can you maximize your profit, okay? So after you've made a few deposits of money, you'll want to make a withdrawal. So timing and positioning is important. And here are 3 ways to tactfully increase your revenue while continuing to be helpful. One of them is the cross-sell. The cross-sell, these customers aren't always aware of the perfect product or service pairings and may be willing to purchase related items that enhance their experience. So one of the things I do, and I actually just gave this away yesterday, if you listen this far into the video, do know at times that we satisfy our customers in specific ways. But they had purchased a product from me. They'd spent a lot of money. And I was like, well, this is going to make it easier for you. So I just gifted it to them. But it could have been a cross-sell for me. But I really like working with these guys. Okay, the upsell is where you listen to your customers and try to understand their needs. They might be willing to pay extra for special treatment, for a warranty, for a monthly program, for some type of subscription or membership, and then new products. So remember to help your customers by identifying things that will enhance their lives by notifying them of new products or services. So one of the things that we did is I actually do traffic. I do SEO and PPC, all of that, and I have a small team of 30 people that will do all of that. Now I'm dealing with companies right now that they need to fill their business. Like they just opened, they're a startup, they only have a few clients right now, and they're really looking to fill that up. The reason I don't want to drive traffic to that small business is because they're not ready to capture the leads. They're not ready with the automated follow-up. So they're going to hire someone else to drive the traffic to their website. It's not going to convert. And then they're going to say, oh, that company, they were no good. I'm not willing to take that chance. But once I build them up, if I end up working with them, then I will say, before we're going to drive any traffic to your website, we need to make sure that it's ready. I have a program called the Data Driven Dashboard. You can actually go to Data Driven Dashboard and learn more about it, but it's everything you need to do before you drive traffic so that you can see all of your analytics. Remember, over the last 30 years, I've worked with companies like Danka, Gateway 2000, and Dell Computers, writing their systems and processes. I'm all about data. I'm all about the analytics. I'm all about the ones and the zeros. Does this zero need to be a 1, and does this 1 need to be a 0? Okay? And if you start driving traffic before you're ready, you're just going to be sad. Okay? Enough of that little lecture. So the next thing is to get referrals. And the one thing with getting referrals is you want to make it really simple. Now, what you can do is you can call people and ask for a referral. Or if you're on the phone with them, hey, who else do you know that would like to go through this? Okay? So one thing that you can do is you can offer someone, and I work with gyms and CrossFit and trainers and stuff like that. And one of the things I suggest to them is, hey, if you refer someone to me, rather than in their membership site, rather than saying, I'm going to give you, half price off your next month's subscription, that is so frustrating. Just tell them, hey, if you refer someone and they start coming to my gym, I'm going to give you a $100 or a $50 brand new crisp $50 bill or a $100 bill. The accounting's easier, and you don't got to manipulate all your stuff. Just, hey, if you refer someone to me, I'm going to give you a gift card. Okay? Make them simple. Make it to where they can sign up and give you the information easily. And we do that very simply in Infusionsoft. So we've talked about a lot of things today. I want to recap the lifecycle marketing principles. So you're creating sales and marketing strategies for your small business. And again, it can be really overwhelming, daunting, and Infusionsoft's lifecycle marketing model provides a simple framework you can use to attract customers, grow sales, and deliver a wowing customer experience. Now, this is developed by a team of sales and marketing experts at Infusionsoft's lifecycle marketing project and has helped thousands of small businesses achieve success. Now, the beauty of lifecycle marketing is the simplicity of the model, okay? And it can be applied to any small business, regardless of industry or regardless of business model. When put into action, lifecycle marketing will help you grow your sales and give you more time to focus on things that you love, okay? So lifecycle marketing is the model that includes 3 phases: attract, sell, and wow. Now, within each of these 3 phases, there are strategies that we talked about today. You don't need to do everything. In fact, you shouldn't. Instead, commit to implement one thing you learned today and then be inspired by the results. Thank you for showing up. My name is Sean Snowday. I am the founder of Automation Rehab and FillYourSoberLiving.com and FillYourTreatmentCenter.com. And I'm here to make a powerful difference in your life and business so you can be with the people you love, sleep at night, and have peace of mind. If you have any questions, feel free to call me at my automated line at 619-357-4357. I'll talk to you soon and have a great day.